Hello everyone. Thanks for joining us in TommieMedia's The Locker Room. I'm Taylor Shupe. Volleyball fans are used to seeing players properly spaced on the court, but in the COVID era, spacing is more important than ever. With MIAC competition postponed until spring, the St. Thomas volleyball team has chosen to practice by position once a week. Joining us to talk about the challenges of coaching during a pandemic and his team is Coach Thanh Pham. Thanks so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
So social distancing has your team separated into positions for each practice. How do you think working with specific positions could impact the team's ability this year?
Well, I think it's definitely a different year. We're looking more at individual development right now, especially if our first competition might not start until February 26th is the date that the MIAC has put out for us. So we're in October. I mean, we don't need to get everyone geared up and ready, and the team chemistry will come as long as we build strong relationships with our players, so that's what we're focused on.
Yeah, it's nice to have that time for individual focus. How have you guys been building that team chemistry? What are some ways you've been doing that so far?
To be honest, it's just checking in with the freshmen, just making sure that colleges go okay, life is okay. I really think that with all the social distancing and all the online learning, it can be lonely. Even though you're on campus and there's people around you, I don't know if people are with you. So we're trying to make sure that we check in with them and we want to let them know that we're here for them.
Right, make sure St. Thomas is still home for them.
Correct.
So compared to other sports, volleyball requires frequent contact by different players with the ball. What does the sanitization process look like this year for equipment at practices?
Well, the research from the CDC shows that there's not a lot of surface transmission, but we do still sanitize the balls between practices, and we practice twice a night in terms of with our pods. We do use different balls, and our equipment manager does have a sanitizing machine, which really helps as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, in your 18 years here, your program hasn't dealt with recruiting before, but with St. Thomas playing D1 next year, how has your recruiting process developed in the last few months?
I think it hasn't changed that much, to be honest, because St. Thomas, at St. Thomas we want to attract the high-quality athlete and high-quality student, so that still fits our profile. We're just looking for the athletic ability to be a little bit more increased than what we've seen in the past. But again, St. Thomas does a great job of attracting really good students. Our recruiting style, we're allowed 4 scholarships our first year, and so we're figuring out how best to utilize those.
Okay, that makes sense. And like you said, high quality education or students has been something you guys have attracted in the past. Your team received the American Volleyball Coaches Association Academic Award for the 14th time for the past 19 seasons this past year, an accomplishment that really shows consistency. How does the program help students excel academically?
I think when you're part of a program and you have to go to practice, I think you get in a routine and you're structured. You don't really have a lot of free time, so the free time that you do have, you have to use wisely. Our team GPA last spring was a 3.62, and I'm super proud of that, and I credit all the girls for putting academics first, and I don't think that'll change moving into Division I.
Hard work on and off the court for sure.
Correct.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today.
Well, thanks for having me.
Be sure to check TommieMedia.com for St. Thomas sports coverage. With Coach Pham, I'm Taylor Shupe. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time in The Locker Room.